I would like to see if there's anyone interested in public comment. If so, would you please come forward?
The Zionist system is planning on scraping the entire Palestine of its people.
The Holocaust of our generation is being denied again and again in this chamber.
Are the cops going to ask the people that they're arresting what their pronouns are? Of course not. You don't have actual education behind this.
Before I run out of time, I want full transparency on your little gateway project bullshit where you want to put 8-story buildings over where people are currently living, like in existence, whether you like the trash that might accumulate or not, which is a problem you should deal with.
So let's be sweet to each other, or nice, and not clap and make everyone feel odd.
Please divest from CalPERS and officially tie Arcata to Gaza.
And I'm sure many of us are tired of watching live streamed humans being tortured, being maimed, being starved to death.
As an Indigenous trans political dissident, I ask my fellow community members and this council, what is sanctuary in a town where the mayor will call a trans person of color's employer in order to exert downward pressure on their private political activity? Were I to lose my job, as appeared to be Alex Stillman's goal, I would, like many other queer and trans Indigenous survivors, be at risk of homelessness and then be subjected to the John shelters of the world and further police brutalization. What is sanctuary for trans people when a petty restaurant-owning politician thinks they can bully working-class trans people of color? Be sweet, be decorous, don't make people feel odd. Mayor Stillman contacted my employer, despite the fact that I did not provide my name nor my employer. I was here as a private citizen, and you tracked down my employer, my identity, to punish and dissuade First Amendment constitutionally protected political activity. Decorum is designed to protect the speaker's right without fear of harassment or intimidation. What else would you call?
And thank you for your comments. Thank you. Your time is up. Thank you. Your time is up. Moxie, your time is up. Your time is over.
Madam Mayor.
So we're going to go on to the consent calendar now. This is how we have to do it. So the consent, I'm going to go ahead. So the consent calendar.
We said we were going to take 15 minutes.
On the consent
we have one
calendar
item, and then we're coming back immediately.
What do you want to do? I'm just gonna do it. Oh my God, you're just like you were the other day.
Madam Mayor.
So should I just continue with the consent? Okay.
We'll take a recess.
Okay, we're going to take a recess. I don't see anyone that wants to speak on the consent calendar. So with all of that, we can have a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Aye.
Okay,
Those
aye.
opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. We do not have any old business this evening. We have no new business. And so now we're into oral communications. And oral communications, I assume there's quite a few people here that would like to speak tonight.
Every time you all choose to invest in anything that creates and enacts and empowers and feeds a genocide, I hope that you feel it for every single day of your life.
If this is actually a sanctuary city for brown people, for trans people, I want you to act like it, because y'all are not acting like it at all. Y'all are sweeping people, y'all are killing people. Every time you sign a little piece of paper, you kill people.
Shame on you, and resign. We are done begging you. We are done humanizing people that should all. It isn't the Palestinians or homeless people in our community or the trans people or anyone who's the most vulnerable and the most endangered by you and your bureaucratic violence. It is, in fact, you betraying your own humanity. You have dehumanized yourselves to make a business model out of genocide, out of the military-industrial media complex that smears the most decent people, the most vulnerable babies, and your own community members aside who are Palestinians, and having 20 olive trees ripped up from the ground and stolen by the military there that is a terrorist entity on those lands. Settler colonial genocide is what you acknowledge, Meredith, when you come in, Alex, when you come in here, Stacy, when you come in here, Kim. Forget your comments. Where is your action to align your values to what you actually need to be doing with your position of power and influence right now? We will not beg you. We will say, resign. You don't deserve to be in those seats. You are sociopaths. If you are sweeping the unhoused, if you are using police to bring violence to our communities, we need solutions. Wait a minute. Who will bring solutions? You are not bringing solutions. You are instead waging violence because it doesn't touch you. I've told you before, it's all connected, and we all have. For 2 years, we've said it, and for longer. The environment, everything is screaming out for mercy, and you will not even provide it from the seats that you're in, where you wrote your own clause. Divest! Don't sweep the unhoused! Protect our LGBT community!
And it makes you all look like liars and villains and just scoundrels, each and every one of you. So when people are calling on you to resign, that's why. I yield the rest of my time to whoever wants to go next. Fuck you all, resign. Please stop the sweeps, free the 40.
Thank you for your comment.
The homeless problem. It costs a lot of money to jail them, and the homeless cannot afford it, so who will foot the bill? Taxpayers, or shall we just put them in front of a fence and shoot them? Because that is basically what you are saying when you send in the APD to break up their encampments.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. As a tranny, and an angry bitchy one at that, fuck you for trying to pass this whole thing of like, this is a safe sanctuary city for people like me. You would have allowed the Nazis to come and kill my ancestors. And I will never forgive you. I will never, ever forgive you.
The starvation of children in Gaza and the violent police threats and sweeps of houseless people in our community are two sides of the same coin of a deeply ingrained in this country's history of systemic othering and of certain groups of people in order to strip them of their humanity and glorify their deaths for the sake of capitalist and colonial empire we call the United States.
I wouldn't call you guys Nazis, right? But if you haven't done your homework and looked at the history of how the Nazis treat their homeless, then you would understand as elected officials how imperative it is for you to actually do everything that you can to mitigate the situation.
Arcata is more embarrassing than any policy that Fortuna has passed over anti-homelessness, because at least Fortuna is not pretending to be something different.
And you've got citizens, people in this room who are going out there to clean up and bring food and help serve people. I mean, we're picking up the slack. The city needs to step up. That's where our money needs to be going.
You track down people and try to, I guess, get them fired. I don't know exactly what's going on with there, but I can clearly see the indications of that you're trying to affect their employment. And based on the nature of the fact that you want to basically kill homeless people, I am putting together that you want to effectively kill them. You want them dead.
Your children are not going to have a future if I am not here, if you don't do something for us. For what? Fuck every single one of you. Free Palestine and fuck I.
Thank you very much. You've spoken. You've already spoken. You've already spoken, sir. And so, would you like to come? Our next speaker, please. Would you like to come forward and speak, please? Thank you.
All right. I'd like to clarify, ma'am, for the last speaker.
The thing about fascism is that nobody goes into it believing they are a fascist. Nobody holds the exact same style of bigotry as the other. You know, the president going on TV shouting that the Haitians are eating cats and dogs. Plenty of people saw that and thought, okay, he's insane. He's a fascist, right? Because not everybody hates immigrants. It's about finding the group that you personally are willing to dehumanize and exploiting that. And for you, you proved that that is Palestinians on the other side of the world and homeless here in your community. The people that make you specifically uncomfortable. Alex Tillman, you've been a politician as long as I've known your name, and I can't think of a single fucking thing you have done for this community. I don't know why you're still here. I don't, yeah, I don't even have anything to say to you. Like, you are incompetent, senile, jaded. Just quit your job.
Thank you.
I have loved ones in my life, and they tell me the truth when I'm being stupid, when I'm being harmful, when I'm being, not true to myself. So I'll be here to tell you that you're being stupid.
Would you like to speak?
Yes, I gave you all a packet of photographs of children, mothers, fathers carrying their blown up children, mothers holding their skeletal babies.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council, City Manager. My name is John Shelter, the person that most people are talking about in this area. What people don't realize that we've been working out there for 2 months.
You know, we let you all speak. Now we're wondering why, because we have to allow. I'd like to have you continue to speak as other speakers have had the opportunity also to speak this evening.
I would suggest that City Council put this on the agenda so
Can we
can
please
educate.
allow him to speak? Thank you. Thank you.
I do agree with them. We should put homelessness on the agenda so we can speak to this. Maybe a presentation about new directions to help them understand what we do.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I just like to highlight the fact that, well, first of all, I don't really like talking up here. I don't really like talking to any of you. You're all kind of just you're lining your pockets with blood money.
I'm shocked and appalled, and I could say stop the sweeps until the day I die, and I probably will, and it's unclear to me if you'll ever hear me because clearly you don't care.
I sent you an email yesterday. 2 of you responded by email. I appreciate that. At least you acknowledged that I sent you an email. I hope that email is published so that those here in the audience are watching and others can know what I was sharing with you in that email. I don't need to reiterate it here.
Do you have council reports?
I have nothing to report out.
Any council reports? Okay, so we have no dates for future meetings, and we do not have a closed session. We have no closed session reports. So with that, we're adjourned, and thank you all for coming this evening.